What is up, everyone? How are you all doing today? In this Modern Warfare 2 video, I'm going to be talking about the top 10 things that have completely destroyed, ruined, just have totally made MW2 a terrible game. Now, I'm not saying MW2 is a terrible game, but I'm saying these are the top things that contributed to making MW2 worse than it could have been. So without anything else said, if you are new to my channel, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you do like MW2, because I do upload a lot of content, including news, tips and tricks, and information about the game, as well as multiplayer, Warzone, DMZ, and yeah. So without anything else said, let's get into the video. Skill-based matchmaking is something that wasn't just brought into this game and only this game. It has been in previous Call of Duty games and a bunch of them, right? Now, what skill-based matchmaking is, at the end of the day, what it's going to do is it's going to put you into lobbies and matches with other people that are around the same skill level as you. Now, the thing that is bad about this, skill-based matchmaking is literally setting you up for failure. Because if you are a really good player, you are going to be playing with other really good players. Therefore, it's going to be hard to win games, win gunfights, so on and so forth, right? Now, if you are a terrible player, then hey, you're going to be playing with terrible players. And if you're a mediocre player, you're going to be playing with mediocre players. So you're never going to be able to necessarily play with other players that are either A, better than you, or B, worse than you. It's only going to be setting you up to get into lobbies that are going to be playing with people that are around the same skill level as you. Skill-based matchmaking is something that most people, for the most part, do not like. It definitely does get a lot of hate, and everyone always talks about it hopefully getting removed. Do I think they will remove it? Probably not, because they would have probably removed it by now if so. If anything, I actually did hear that someone was saying that they more than likely will stick with it, just because they look at their statistics on it, and it's saying that the game will be more successful if they keep the skill-based matchmaking. So I don't know if that's exactly true, but that's what I heard someone say. And obviously, Warzone and Season 1 did just launch recently, and a lot of people were upset with a lot of the Season 1 content. Mainly, like, people were just not happy about the maps. They were, A, wanting to see new maps being brought, or B, if they were remakes, like remakes from older Modern Warfare games like MW2 or MW3. A lot of people were like really unhappy that we received the maps that we did receive. I'm not necessarily unhappy that we got Shoot House, and we did get the 24/7 playlist, which I was talking about in one of my previous videos. I was saying, like, oh, if you want to get a lot of XP, or you want a good method or a good way to get a lot of XP, if we do get Shoot House and we get the 24/7 playlist, because that is such a small map, that is a great thing to play in order to gain a lot of XP, because it's a small map. A lot of people aren't happy though that we got this map back, because they were wanting new maps, or if anything, better maps from older Modern Warfare games. Do I agree? Do I disagree? I honestly, like I said, I don't think it's necessarily something bad, because hey, it's a great map to play on to gain XP. So I'm not necessarily unhappy about it. And the Season 1 content, I think we got a good amount. I mean, we got a Battle Pass, we got DMZ, Warzone 2.0, a couple new weapons, we got new game mode, we got a bunch of stuff. So I think overall it was good. I think just some people are unhappy about the specific content we got. I think they think that it could have been better if it was a little bit different. Overall, though, I think Season 1 content wasn't bad. But another thing that a lot of people don't like, and I do hear time from time people talk about, and it confuses me a little bit. And do I like it? Do I not like it? There are certain maps that I feel like, wow, it's definitely a little bit too much, and it's like, what the heck is this? But the 6v6 Warzone maps in multiplayer, if you don't know, a lot of the multiplayer maps are actually from Warzone 2.0, and we're literally just taken out of Warzone 2.0. And if you haven't noticed, like, some of the maps might feel a little bit weird, or they might not feel like a multiplayer map. They might feel a little bit too big, or like a specific room might feel a little bit too big. Because like the multiplayer maps are more simple than Warzone. They're more smaller rooms, smaller houses, buildings. Not everything's spread out. But it's kind of like that with these maps multiplayer now, and it's been kind of like confirmed that a lot of these maps have been taken out of Warzone. I'm pretty sure. So, how do I feel about it? It's not like necessarily. I don't necessarily care. It's just if they're good maps, they're good maps, and I like them. If they're bad maps, and I don't like them. I'm not going to say, oh my gosh, it's terrible. They took them out of Warzone. They didn't care to make new ones. Hey, if the maps are good, then I don't care. I don't care where they come from. But if they're bad, then I'm not going to be happy about that. That's just how I put it. I necessarily don't care where they come from, but hey, that's it. Complicating Gunsmith. A lot of people find that Gunsmith is very complicated. Do I feel like it's complicated? A little bit. I feel like once you get the hang of it, it's really not that complicated after a while, especially that this game is going to be like, what, a 2-year game? So, I mean, if you're starting out playing this game right now, and you play it, somewhat often, even if you don't play it all the time, you just play a little bit here and there, I feel like you'll be able to get the hang of it, and you'll be able to figure out Gunsmith and the whole menu screen. And a lot of people honestly don't even like the user interface of this game. That got a lot of complaints. The UI, and I kind of understand that. Everything is very kind of spread out, scattered all over the place. Kind of just seems like it got tossed all over the place. Doesn't seem very clean. Doesn't seem very nice. But supposedly I heard we're getting a new UI, and I think it was actually announced that they're starting to launch it already, or they're changing up the user interface. I'm not exactly sure all the details on it, but yeah, I think we are actually getting a new UI, supposedly. That's what I kind of heard, I think. The other thing is, people do not like the way the perk system is. If you don't know, you actually do not unlock all of your perks right when the match starts. You do unlock some of them, but then you earn a couple of your other ones later into the match. You will earn them according to the time spent in the game, as well as you will earn them according to how much or how little XP you gain. I don't know. At the end of the day, I guess I really don't care. I'm not going to complain about it. I feel like it's just like something little that they probably decided that they wanted to change up just for the heck of it, just so the game can feel a little bit different. But, I guess it would make sense to get all your perks when the game starts. So I guess I would rather it that way. But I mean, at the end of the day, no one's getting their perks when the match starts. So it's kind of going to be a advantage or a disadvantage equally as much for each player. So anyways, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. That's really it for this Modern Warfare 2 video. Like I said, I do upload a lot of like tips, tricks, news, information, and commentaries around Modern Warfare 2. So if any of that does interest you, I would appreciate you considering to subscribe or even just drop a like. But anyways, have a great day, guys, and I'll see you hopefully in the next video.